d4, d5.
The start of what will develop into a Nimzo-Indian defense. Caruana, known for his deep opening preparation, chooses a solid symmetric response.
c4, e6.
Black sets up a classic pawn structure that can transpose into various openings, including the queen's gambit declined.
Knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, bishop b4.
And here we have the Nimzo-Indian defense proper. This opening has been a favorite of world-class players for decades, combining solid positional play with sharp tactical possibilities.
C takes d5.
A straightforward approach. White immediately clarifies the central tension.
E takes d5.
The natural recapture, maintaining symmetry but preparing for an unbalanced middle game.
Bishop g5.
A sharp move, increasing the pressure on Black's kingside.
h6. Bishop h4.
White retreats but maintains the pin on the knight. This is a common tactical motif in such positions.
Bishop f5.
A logical development, contesting the e4 square and preparing for castling.
Queen a4 check.
An interesting check that forces Black to make a decision about piece development.
Knight c6.
The most natural response, protecting the bishop and developing simultaneously.
e3.
White solidifies the center, preparing for long-term strategic play.
g5.
A bold and ambitious move by Caruana. This shows his willingness to create weaknesses for the sake of activity.
Bishop g3.
The only sensible retreat.
Short castle.
Despite the weakened king side, Black completes development.
Bishop b5.
Increasing pressure on the c6 knight.
Bishop takes c3 check.
A standard exchange in such positions, damaging White's pawn structure.
B takes c3.
The forced recapture, accepting the doubled pawns for better piece coordination.
Knight e7.
A subtle repositioning. The knight heads for g6, adding pressure on the king side.
Knight d2.
White prepares for long-term strategic play, possibly aiming for f3 e4.
Knight g6.
As anticipated, the knight moves to a more active square.
Queen d1.
A careful retreat, maintaining flexibility.
h5.
Caruana continues his aggressive kingside play.
h3.
A necessary prophylactic move.
c6.
Pressuring the b5 bishop.
Bishop e2.
A natural retreat.
h4.
Continuing the kingside initiative.
Bishop h2.
White's bishop finds a safe square.
b5.
Expanding on the queenside, classic Nimzo-Indian strategy.
a4.
Challenging Black's queenside expansion.
a6.
Securing the queenside structure.
Short castle.
Finally completing development.
Rook e8.
A useful rook move, controlling the e-file.
Rook e1.
Contesting the e-file.
Queen e7.
Connecting rooks and maintaining flexibility.
Bishop f3.
Here White could have tried the more ambitious bishop g4.
Bishop e4.
Beginning the series of moves that will lead to a draw.
Bishop e2.
Bishop g4 was still possible here with sharp play.
Bishop f5. Bishop f3. Bishop e4. Bishop e2. Bishop f5.
The final position. With the third repetition of position, the game is drawn.